first things first. Let's get to the reason we're all here. The news stories. I don't think it needs to be said, chat, but I don't know. Did we do this? Did we talk about this news story last time? I think we did. I think we did? I don't remember. I don't recall. My chat will recall for me, though. This, you're probably wondering, what are all these people in line for, chat? How many of you know what they're in line for? Don't say it, but how many of y'all know what this line is for at McDonald's? I want you to take a guess. Take a guess, chat. Come on. It's pretty obvious. It's a common news story we talk about on this here channel all the time. All the time. Rick and Morty sauce? God, I remember that. The Szechuan sauce or whatever it was. Jen and Ruckus are basically on fire. So, chat, it happened again. I thought we talked about this last time, but I guess we didn't. Yeah. They brought back some food item to the menu. No, Green. No. That would be a logical reason for all these grown adults to be standing in line at McDonald's. Some sort of McRib, you think, maybe some sort of once a month thing that they do, or maybe once a year, like, you know, oh, we're bringing back a special menu item for select few restaurants here and there. Oh, no, chat. No. It's not that simple, you see. It's not, yeah, you guys have already guessed it in chat. Yeah, these men are standing in line. Look at how long this line is, by the way. The building's here. This is like one, there's many people going all the way around to this point. And they are standing in line for a kids meal. But not just any kids meal, chat. They want that special prize inside that kids meal. You see, there's a new Pokemon item collectible as a part of this McDonald's thing. This story gets worse, by the way. It gets worse. If you think this is bad enough, okay? If you think this is bad enough, you know what the worst part is, chat? This took place during like the middle of a work day. Kids were probably at school. They stood no chance. They're not going to be able to get any of these. The actual kids who want to collect this stuff stand no chance against the grown adult man that wants to get his collectible. That's the worst part, right? But no. Even worse than this, chat. I'm going to tell y'all something that makes this even worse somehow. Because the follow-up story to this is... So the McDonald's Pokemon Day, this is all in Japan, by the way. Do you take a look at this picture here? Look at this real quick, chat. What's this? Huh. That's a lot of trash. There's a lot of trash on the floor. Weird. Oh, hold on. It's not trash, chat. That is just bags of food thrown to the wayside. They got the card they wanted. The food goes on the floor. Oh, you're just thinking that's just one picture, Wolfie. You're overreacting. Yeah, it's not great, chat. It's not great, and you know it's bad, because Japan generally, as far as I know, cultural differences, I don't think they're that food wasteful, but them collectors, man. Them collectors. At least give it to the homeless. Oh, here's the thing. Ruckus, if this right here happened in America, they would have McDonald's employees going out to stomp and spit on all this food to make sure no homeless got it. You know I'm right. Anybody who lives in America over here in the West, y'all know, no one hates homeless people more than people with homes. It's kind of crazy. They'll go out of their way to make sure that they can't get this shit. It's like, you see like a grocery store when they're throwing out like fucked up expired food and shit like that, or maybe it hit the past the sale date. Like, oh, don't sell this bottle of water after August 13th. And on August 13th, we basically get all of our water bottles that have that date on it, chuck it into the dumpster, and then decide to shoot and stab it and make sure it's in like all kinds of shit to make sure the homeless can't get it. We will do anything to make sure we waste this food. God forbid a homeless person gets a meal out of it. Though there are some local places, some local grocery stores that do, like, when their food's like, you know, a day or two old, and you know, they're like, oh, we're not gonna, you know, sell this to people who are buying this. We can at least put it on the street for, you know, whoever. Occasionally they'll do that. But like, that's, I don't know about y'all. I'm black. I grew up in a black household. I was taught growing up, you know, your experience may vary by person to person, but I was taught not to waste food. So when I see shit like this, when I see shit like that, oh, that irks me. And it especially irks me when it's like for an item. You don't even want the food. You're just getting the item out of it. Like, honestly, what the McDonald's should have done is have it so you could just buy it. Like, if you want the food, you can get the food and the item, right? Or just have it so go to McDonald's and just buy it. Maybe double the price for it. If you just want the card, instead of paying $5 for a kid's meal, pay $10 just for the card. That way you don't have to waste all this food. It's disgusting to see this, honestly. I don't know where y'all live, but fast food places around here give away food at the end. Really, Lays? Really? Where do you live? I mean, don't out yourself, but like, really? That's nice of them. That's actually really nice of them. I think the only place around here that does that is like maybe Rulers. I think Rulers gives like their old food away to like what's it called? Not donation centers, but you know what do they call them? Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name right now. Not Goodwill, but it's like a place where people can get canned food and shit like that. Help me out, chat. I'm blanking on the name right now. Oh my god, I'm bad. Food pantry, thank you. Yes, food pantry. There are some places that do give to food pantries, at least. Disgusting behavior, eat your food. Ruckus said, as a large man, I finished my food. Hey, listen, all I'm saying is, if you get the food, at least eat it, man. And you know what the worst part is? This is going to happen if this ever comes stateside, it probably already has and I missed it. But if this promotion comes over stateside, it's about to be mad wasteful here too. You know we're already a wasteful ass country as far as food goes. It's disgusting, bro. So here's what the caption said. It got worse. I could say this. This is another level of food waste compares to the previous Chickawa collaboration 3 months ago. The event was held for 3 days, and it was all gone on day 1. Same scenario. Bonus context. 4 picks. The kid cried after 2 hours in line and didn't get a single pack, and his parents had to spend overpriced on that merchandise. So, chat, in case you're wondering, oh, why are you getting so upset about these grown-ass adults standing in line? Someone said this picture right here, this 4th picture, is a kid crying because he spent 2 hours in line with his parents and didn't get the item he wanted because these fucked up, stupid-ass, grown-ass man all throughout the day emptied the shit out. And I think they said someone had to buy it off a scalper. I think that's his parent buying it off a scalper. Music's still kind of loud, my bad. Hang on, let me lower that. It could just be because of Street Fighter 3. Let me skip that song. But yeah, that's the most upsetting thing today. The kid's gonna learn today. I mean, listen, we've all had to learn that lesson, but it's not right. Look, I hate children as much as the next person, but when you make it, like Kiryu said in Yakuza 6, once you make a kid cry, that's when you cross the line. But I guess this is an early look into what real life is gonna be like. By the way, kid, it's not always gonna be happy endings and rainbows for you. There's gonna be some shithead out there that makes sure you don't get what you want. I hate parents who don't look after their kids. Oh, that's another thing. Oh no, for sure they got charged for more than what that's worth. That's what sucks. I would love if Nintendo or Game Freak say something about. Oh, they're not gonna. Blaze, they're not gonna say shit about this. They're making hand over fist in money. So much money. Oh my god. They don't care. At this point, they've gotten their money. It's like how Nintendo handles almost every one of their limited releases. They don't care. They don't care if scalpers get 90% of it. They got their money. As far as they're concerned, whatever's out there's out there. I think that's almost every company. I'm not gonna single out Nintendo, but Nintendo should know better. Because they know how much people want their shit, and yet they always do limited quantity shit all the time. And they do nothing to help with the scalper stuff. Green said this kind of crap didn't happen so much when we were kids. Nowadays, corpse like Nintendo purposely make. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Nintendo. The only reason I bring up Nintendo is because they purposefully limit their shit. Lest we bring up the Amiibo situation, any kind of Pokemon situation, the NES Mini situation, the SNES Mini. What else? God, there were so many things that Nintendo always limited releases. They always do that. I get it makes them money, but at the same time, fuck. It makes it so much harder for people like you and me to get what we actually want instead of going through some goddamn scalper on eBay. Excuse me 1 second, let me hydrate real quick. Didn't the kids sell their Pokemon cards to help their sick dog? I think the Pokemon company admired this and gave them something in return. I mean, that sounds like a nice story, Heroes. It probably is a story that actually happened. Oh, hold up. Oh, yeah, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. I remember that. Yeah, that was that weird... Wasn't that really bad emulated Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy? On the Wii? No, not Wii. Switch. Yeah, and the Kirby collection. That was limited. I wanted that, but I couldn't find it. Yeah, Nintendo's very good at that. And by good, I mean bad. Wolfie, did you hear about Sony suing Tencent about the Horizons? I did not. I did not hear that. Hold tight. Hold tight. I think I just heard someone knock on the door. Hold tight, chat. Enjoy this jazzy music while I blur the fuck out. I gotta go check the door. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. A package came in the mail. I wasn't expecting anything. I don't remember ordering anything recently. So, I'm gonna open that later. Figure out what the heck that is. Alright. Don't show... No. I showed the back. Don't worry, I showed the back. The address is on this side. You guys can't see it. Oh, no, the green screen. You can see through it. Kind of. Maybe? No? Yeah. Alright, we're good. Payday is in 2 days. I'm excited, chat. Did anybody try out that Wednesday meal from Wendy's? There's a Wednesday meal from the show Wendy's, the hit show Wendy's, based on the Addams Family. Has anybody ever seen Wednesday? I haven't. I no particular interest on my part. If I was around those kids, I'd take my Pokemon card collection and give a card to each of them. Well, that's nice. No, I wasn't interested. You saw in the reflection of my headphones. You traitors! I knew I couldn't trust y'all. Alright, hold on. Next news story, chat. So this one is a doozy. Y'all might want to sit down if you haven't heard this one already. YouTube has begun rolling out their AI age verification system as of today. It will determine whether viewers in the US is under the age of 18 or not, based on the content they watch on that platform. So, if you're like me, you're pretty much screwed. We're done. As someone who almost exclusively watches fighting game matches, YouTube poops, and occasionally a nostalgic cartoon intro from my youth, I'm screwed. I'm done. Not to mention the kind of content I create. YouTube, especially if it's AI, is gonna think, oh, this man's clearly a child. And for good reason. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And I hate that. I hate it. What if one day I am just in a nostalgic mood? Like that one stream we have where we look at all the old school Saturday morning cartoons of our youth. AI is gonna look at that and be like, that's a child. That's a child right there. And then they're gonna fucking put my ass in the... Okay, here's what, okay. Sorry, let me get my thoughts together. I'm so mad. I'm like, my mind is racing faster than my words could come out of my mouth. Okay, get your thoughts together, Wolf. Here's the problem with this. It also looks at the age of your YouTuber. Oh. Okay, so that makes one of my accounts actually safe, because I've had one of my accounts since like 2005 or 2006. So that at least means I'm okay. It's actually over the can't say it's not over the age of 18. So that one's fine. You know, when I heard about this, I realized after it's probably another method of theirs to demonetize mini videos. Oh, yeah, for sure. It also looks at the age of your YouTube account. It's something I did not expect. So, for those of y'all who just started a YouTube account, y'all in trouble. Y'all are in trouble. We could have used AI for healthcare, but no. Listen, here. We already have YouTube Kids. Why is everything... Okay, so chat. I haven't had time to read about all this stuff going on in the background about why everything is all of a sudden becoming censored and age restricted and everything. Why all of a sudden has everything just gone to shit? Why is all of a sudden everything like, oh, you can't go on this website without showing your ID or all this shit? It's like it started over in Europe and now it's starting to wash its ass over here. Like what is going on? What was the catalyst that happened that caused this domino effect where like everything is all of a sudden, oh, we can't show this adult stuff to an adult? What if think about the children? Like, what's going on? Easy answer, stupidity. It's an agenda. UK, open up Pandora's box. Okay, we're not. Fuck. It sucks because there are some states in this country right now where you have to give, I believe it's either ID or something like that, to even go on adult websites. And I say adult, I mean actually adult websites. The after hours shit. You know what I mean? That to me, I'm like, this is a downward spiral. We are literally heading to the point where you won't be able to go on a single website without giving an ID. And I don't know about y'all, I don't trust these websites with my ID. Not because I'm a conspiracy theorist or I'm a Dale Gribble over here. Here's the reason I don't trust it. You want to know why I don't trust giving my ID to these websites and shit like that? How many times, chat? How many times in the past, let's just say the past 2 months, 2 years even, 2 months to 2 years in the past time, how many times have there been, identity leaks? How many times do you hear about, a major website just had a massive data breach? How many times do you hear that? Constantly, almost every other month, you're like, oh, Walmart got a massive data breach. Oh, your bank got a massive data breach. Oh, this got it's like, bro, these companies can't keep shit safe for themselves. Why am I don't want my ID in that shit. I don't want all my, I mean, granted, our information is already out there, chat. It's already fucked beyond belief. Everything we do is being monitored, and that's how we constantly get ads and stuff catered to us. We can't have lyrics right now. We're already past that point. Like, but I'm just saying, I don't want it to get worse. Inevitable hack coming. You see? Update it and still, like, it's, wait. Sunrose, what's going on, Sunrose? We can't have lyrics. You know, I'll allow this one. Losing your credit card info is annoying. Losing your ID info is devastating. Yeah, exactly. Listen, with at least with a credit card, you have a means to be like, I didn't authorize that purchase. Stop that purchase. And credit card company will be like, cool, got it. It's done. We'll get rid of that charge for you. Through your bank? That's harder. ID? That's almost impossible to prove it ain't you. The preview pictures on my Twitch is blank on my following page. For Twitch, you might maybe clear your browsing history and see if that fixes that. I just realized I use Google Pay and my bank cards are yeah. You might want to clear some of that stuff out, chat. That's not a good thing. That's why after I finish the payment, I remove the credit card. Exactly. You're smart. Just like me. Yeah, but this is going to be devastating, chat, for a lot of us. Hell, if any of you have watched any of my YouTube videos, here's the thing. I'm generally, I think I'm pretty good at distinguishing my videos, my Sonic-related content from others. None of my Sonic content has been flagged for children. I don't know if that's, you know, I don't know if I just jinxed it by saying that, or if I'm extremely lucky, but I think you're okay if you watch my content, all right? But on the subject matter of this, I will now, every now and again, between YouTube videos, I will now do this. It's time for us to get adult, chat. Let's get adult. Hang on. Let's take a look.
The question is, you know, how serious is Trump? He might change his mind tomorrow on some of these issues. But I think
everybody get come on, chat. Glasses. We're adulting right now.
They have a $28 billion fab project in Ohio that's been paused, delayed 5 years now. And I think that has to be something that's on the mind.
Wow, chat. Intel's down. Can you believe that?
Get Intel some forward momentum. I mean, the company, the stock, they're both in the same place.
I mean, it's time to buy high and sell low, chat. When you really think about it, after everything that's happened in our current global market, it might be time to invest into Intel. This is a really good thing. I could write this off of my tax credit next year.
What's the difference between delayed 5 years and never going to happen? It sounds sort of like the same.
All right. Yes.
What should we be doing now?
Yeah, this is good. We're just gonna,
it may never happen because I know there's more.
No, this is good. This is good information. Look at these stocks, chat. Look, it's down 3.14%, but after their huge boost in March, this is actually really good for them.
Plant indefinitely.
Absolutely great.
So I think that speaks to the fundamental challenges.
Yes,
that Intel
guys,
is having.
please be informed.
And the reality is this.
All right, that's enough adulting for now. We have a live-action Ninja Turtle, The Last Ronin movie in the works, and it will be rated R, chat. Uh-oh, did I just go over Ninja Turtles? Okay, hang on, we gotta get back to adulting.
Samsung, they just
so chat, my recommendation to y'all,
partners for any chip
I would just find a bunch of adult bullshit and just have this playing in the background when you're not on your computer.
I don't really know if changing.
I don't know. Look, the AI might look at this and be like, "That's bullshit. You don't know what stocks are."
Or maybe changing the CEO.
But I'm not chancing
will
it.
Make the turnaround even worse. Make it
yeah,
more
we got to be careful.
I mean,
but then again, this Ninja Turtle movie is rated R, chat. That's interesting. I hope this crowd gets reversed quickly. No, Green, that's the thing. You're right. I don't think enough people care. And the people that do care aren't going to be enough to raise a fuss about it. We're kind of locked into a... You know what I mean? It sucks. You're watching the Drew Carey show all day? Okay, good. Yeah, we got to keep up with our stocks, chat. But yeah, no one spoil The Last Ronin, by the way. Please don't. There's a lot of people who don't actually know this story. It's actually pretty interesting. I hope this movie's good. I don't know about live action, though. I think this would be I think this would be way better animated. But we shall see. We shall see. No, live action Ninja Turtles is fine, but that was like a goofy, like the first two, and we don't count the third one. We're good live action films, but like, this is gonna be rated R, and I know Jim Henson is not about to make these giant animatronic or these giant costumes to have them get gored on screen. So we shall see, chat. We shall see. And there is a Last Ronin game coming out. This is one of the darkest Ninja Turtle stories ever told. And that says something because, like, Ninja Turtles can get pretty damn dark. As long as Michael Bay stays away. I don't trust Michael Bay to make a rated R Ninja Turtle movie. I don't. Somehow, someway, he would insert sex jokes, dick jokes, random explosions for no reason. And of course, my favorites. What were those two Autobots? The two racist ones with the gold tooth and shit, and were stupid as shit and couldn't read. They were clearly the black ones. I will never forgive those movies for that shit. To the day I die, I will never forget Transformers 2 for that shit. R-rated for violence and blood. Yeah, this is for those who don't know the last Ronin story, I'll give a little synopsis. Spoiler free, of course. This is a dark, futuristic, not future, what if kind of future, where because of things that happen in the story, the turtles die. And there's one left. The last Ronin. The mystery is who it is. Don't spoil it, chat. I swear to God, I will ban. But yeah, it's a really good. If you haven't read this one, it might be worth a read. It's interesting. If not, I'd wait for the movie. We'll see. It's a dark future. Yeah, it's a dark future. A what if story, if you will. It's really good. It's a wild story because you're like, wow, they went there. But we're getting dangerously close to kid territory here, so let's check one more time here.
It takes time for putting that sort of foundation away and starting.
And intel, what you're probably looking for is one of two things. Either we hear more about a potential breakup because there are still valuable assets there. They have the chip design business. The x86 processor is still.
I'm not yawning because it's adult. I'm yawning because this guy is very boring.
But I think there could still be value.
All right, let's get forward. Our next news story, chat. Bill Gates' backed the company is now producing butter with no animals, no plants, and no oil. It's made from carbon.
It's called Savor, and you better believe it.
What?
They're pioneering tech.
The hell
and hydrogen
is that?
to make the stick of butter you see on this plate.
This is pretty.
That is insane to me.
Food that looks and tastes and
The company is working with restaurants, bakeries, and food suppliers to incorporate their carbon-made butter.
And no long
That's
ingredient list
wild
the
to me.
average person can't pronounce.
It's really
It's
just our
carbon.
fat, some water, a little bit of lecithin as an emulsifier, and some natural flavor and color.
How? Fats are made up of carbon and hydrogen chains. The goal here, replicate those chains.
I don't know, chat. Ow.
And they did it. They tell me to simplify. They take carbon
Yeah, what is it gonna
dioxide from the
taste
air
like?
and
That's the
hydrogen from
question.
Water, heat them up and oxidize them. The
Speeding
final
in the
result,
mania, what are we
then
watching?
the
We're in the
wax,
news
like
part of the
oil
stream
first.
right now. We're taking a look at all the
Fat
news
molecules,
stories,
like the ones
but
in
also
beef,
being very adult.
cheese, or vegetable
We don't
oils.
want to get flagged for being
Sustainability is
childlike.
why we are here. It's all done releasing zero greenhouse gases.
I mean,
So
again,
farmland
chat,
to
if
feed
this
cows.
winds up
Like, not
tasting,
at
I
all
can't believe it's not
happy
butter.
in this
Like if
facility.
this winds up
These
tasting
numbers
okay,
standing in a
this
factory
could
setting.
technically
And
be
in
a
addition to the
breakthrough.
Carbon footprint being much
Like
lower for a
it
process
is
of
it
this,
is
like,
environmentally
the land
sound. It
footprint
is good.
is, like,
But does it taste good? And what are going to be the, like, yeah, exactly. What are going to be
I know
the
what you're
things,
thinking.
the
I
after
think we need
effects?
to
Are we going to
taste
get
it.
cancer from this shit?
How does it taste?
I love butter, so I'm gonna take a really healthy.
I'm going to take a big old chunk and eat this shit.
Admittedly, surprisingly, like butter.
Cheers.
I can't believe it's not butter. Could they have given them any... Could they have given them any staler bread? Holy crap, they bit into that and they're like what? Look at that bread. They had to bite into that shit and pull.
Does it taste?
I love butter, so I'm gonna take a.
That
really
had to have been the
healthy-
toughest bread. What was that?
Admittedly,
Was that the butter or the
surprisingly,
bread? Watch how they
like
eat
butter.
this.
Cheers.
Tough bread.
We're tasting butter.
Another reason they say this makes an impact, no palm oil, a significant contributor to deforestation and climate change. That's not all. Of the 51 billion tons of greenhouse gases emitted every year, 7%.
Oh yeah, you know what's happening to do? No, the best part is I love cooking shows where they're like, and here we prepared this meal, and then they show the guests eating. They're like, and as soon as it hits their mouth, it cuts back to the chef being like, ha ha ha, and you can make this at home too with these simple ingredients and my patented cooking system. It's like, bro, you didn't even show the people eating it, because you know they had a reaction like, You know when the eyes are watering too, and you're like, it's good. Yeah. Next news story, chat. AOL will shut down its dial-up internet after 34 years on September 30th. First of all, I have questions. One, AOL still exists? Like, dial-up still existed. I legit thought dial-up went the way of, like, analog TV way back when. That's wild. Somebody in America was still using AOL dial-up. To this day. Dial-up still exists? I guess so. This is now, with this is like the last ancient relic of the internet going away. That's it. Man. So, wait. The dial-up, surely, this is like that thing where you had to like, AOL never stopped being a thing, they just changed focus. I was gonna say, listen, I know for a fact, because I used to install cable in people's houses way back when. If you couldn't get DSL because of where you're at, usually people who lived out in the sticks, in the woods, the deep woods, where nobody like could find you. If you didn't have options like that, you had to get a satellite dish. You had to have like satellite internet and shit like that. Which meant whenever it got cloudy or rainy, your internet went to hell. I hated installing those into people's houses. You wanna know why? Because oftentimes when I was installing satellite, that meant I was out in the middle of bumfuck all nowhere. If that person in that house decided, you know what? I don't like the way this guy looked at my place, and decides to put up one in the back of my head while I'm installing cable, they would never find the body. Like, I kid you not, I have some horror stories from installing cable in people's houses. That shit was, I was like, I am not about to do this for a living. Especially not in the deep south. Nah. Nope, they ain't about to catch me out there. So I stopped that shit immediately. But AOL, huh? That's crazy. Wolfie, can you play the sound wheel? Oh, you know what? I sure can. Let's pour one out for dial-up, chat. Can we get some dial-up noises? Hang on. Those of you who are old enough to remember dial-up, here we go. This one's for you guys. Nostalgic. You know what the best part is? Like, it's such a nostalgic noise to hear. Back in the day, you were just like, oh, God, here we go. Here we go, gotta spend 5 minutes connected to the internet. Hey, don't you answer that phone out there. You get a phone call, you let that shit ring. Don't you answer that, because you'll knock me off. And it takes like 5 days to download a JPEG. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Guys who are just joining us, welcome. We're remembering the days of dial-up internet. People don't realize just how much stuff that was different when you live out in the middle of nowhere. No city, no water. No, yeah, green? I know it. I know it. Okay, so here's an example. I swear to God, hand to God, this is a real story that happened when I was installing cable once, okay? This was when I was in Louisiana, deep south. And we had to go, I think it was either, I forget if it was in Louisiana or Texas. It was some part of bumfuck all nowhere. You had to drive like 45 minutes out into the middle of nowhere, right? The last store we saw was like 45 minutes out, right? I get there. It's like a trailer in the middle of like, it was a trailer in the middle of the woods, essentially, right? There's all kinds of shit out there. There's like dogs chained to trees. There's horses and shit just kind of strolling back and forth. And then what happened was, while we were installing cable, the owner of that property comes out. He's pissed as shit. He's like, well, he's like yelling at the other guy. There's like two people there. He's yelling at another dude like, oh, fuck, something, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, what the hell's going on? Like, what's going on? Ah, the damn horse broke the fucking water line. And we look back. There's, like, in the middle of the trailer, there's just water gushing up from the ground. Because they had, like, horses just running back and forth doing their thing. Apparently the horse, like, I guess, hit a water line or something like that. So it busted the pipe, and they were like, okay. So one of the owners was like, oh, yeah, we'll be back. We gotta head 2 hours out to the nearest Home Depot or whatever the hell to get a new PVC pipe or something like that to fix the goddamn leak. Y'all are good on your own, right? I'm like, yes? Like, left by myself in the middle of bumfuck all nowhere, just like with this shooting, gushing water fountain, like as I'm on top of this fucking trailer trying to install a goddamn satellite. I was like, man, this job is for the birds, man. I ain't doing this shit. Warner Brothers. Oh, Warner's owns AOL? Really? Really? I was a cable man for about, I'm gonna say about 3.5 months, maybe. I wish I had my old phone so I could show y'all some of the horror pictures I took of some of these locations, but that phone is destroyed. But yeah, there was some crazy shit. Ever been on a roof during the middle of a torrential storm with thunder and shit as you're installing a satellite dish? Because guess what? You can't leave that property until the satellite dish is installed. You're not allowed to leave until the satellite is installed. So either you get up there and put that satellite dish in the middle of the storm, or you sit there and wait till the storm passes. And guess what? That storm was not passing. That was a 2 to 3 day long storm. So I got my ass up on that roof and I installed the shit out of that. Every single flash of lightning, I'm like, this is it. I'm about to die. I'm not even gonna feel it. It's just gonna be instant. I'm gonna be dead. No, that shit, I kid you not. Some people are built for that though. Some people are definitely built for installing cable, but nah, not me. Not down there anyway. Not down there. It's super unsafe. I was doing the Willem Dafoe. I was doing, yeah. I was every single time there was a flash of light, I'm looking up into the sky like, please don't strike me. I promise I'm almost done. Just give me a few more minutes. So they're drilling into this guy's roof. Anyway, we got a couple more news stories before we get to our feature presentation. According to this is a story that Ruckus posted in the Discord. Physical media is cool again. Oh wait, we can't play that one. I think those ones are copyright. Can't do that one. That's lyrics. That's got lyrics. That's also got lyrics. Damn, I got a lot of lyrical songs. Perfect. Physical media is cool again. Streaming services have themselves to blame. Collectors new and old are telling Rolling Stone that there's nothing quite like the feel of holding your favorite art in your hands, chat. So, I don't know about y'all, but recently I've been collecting a lot of physical media of my favorite shows because of how streaming services are. You guys know HBO Max, right? How every single Cartoon Network show I loved growing up used to be on HBO Max. You used to be able to watch it. Now they're not there anymore. But you know what they can't take from me? My physical medias, which are hidden behind this universe that you guys can't see. Like, I'm buying box sets of my favorite TV shows. Only my favorites, though. The disc will eventually die, but at least I'll have it. They wrote this headline like it's a novelty, not a necessity. At the rate we're going, with how many streaming services we have, chat, we're literally heading right back into the cable. Like, the reason cable, they don't realize that the reason cable went down the first time was because, like, we had 1,000,000,001 channels and only 2 of them were worth watching. But then streaming came along with something called Netflix and Hulu, which were the only 2 at the time. And they were like, hey, guys, with just a small fee, you can watch all the shows with no commercials. And we're like, oh, word? Hey, cable, you know what? You can go ahead and cut that. I got Netflix now. And then every channel was like, streaming services, huh? Now we got Hulu, Tubi, Netflix, HBO Max, what's that one? What's the Paramount Plus? There's so many streaming services. And because of the way rights work between all the different channels, let's just say, chat, you want to watch Pokemon Season 1 through, I don't know what season they're on now, 32. You have to watch Pokemon Season 1 through 3 on Hulu, Season 4 through 5 on Netflix, Season 5 is exclusively in Japanese on Disney+, but the Season 5 dubbed version is on Tubi, then Season 7 and 8, which are reversed. It's like, bro, there's too much. We're right back to where we were with cable again. I only have so much money in my stupid wallet. I only have so much for maybe 1, maybe 2 streaming services. 2 at best. I cannot afford all these streaming services, man. And here's the thing, not every channel needs their own streaming service. Why, chat? What's the ABC one? Why does ABC need its own streaming service? What shows does ABC have that are worth getting a service to watch it for. Like, bro, you're not cartoon. You're not HBO. You're not Disney. You're not you're not one of the big ones. Why do you need a streaming service? And I know why. It's because they want the money. I know. They want that money. Friends? Friends is ABC? Yeah, alright. I know a lot of people love Friends. I've never seen it before. Oh, we got lyrics. Hang on. Gotta switch that. I have a lot of lyrical songs in this playlist. There we go. Perfect. And The Office. They got Friends in The Office. Might as well just call it the Friends in Office streaming service. Prime Video, you can watch all seasons either free or for $30. Oh my god. Hey, oh yeah. Amazon Prime is also a streaming service. You know what? You know what I'm doing here, chat? For a one-time fee, I can physically own this. And I just need a DVD player. Sure, it's not the fastest way to watch it. It's got load times. It's got all that. You need a DVD player, Blu-ray player, whatever. But you know what? I always have it. I don't have to be like, man, I really want to watch Spider-Verse. And I'm like, okay, but where's the streaming? Can anybody tell me right now where Spider-Verse is streaming? Let's find out. The first one, Spider-Verse 1 streaming. Right now, you can find it on Hulu, Amazon Prime Video, and Disney+. It could also be rented on Apple TV and Roku. There we go. It's not even on Netflix. See? It's not even on Netflix, Dewagger. You would think it'd be on Netflix, but no. Here's the thing that... Oh, okay, last thing I'm going to say about streaming services is Married with Children. Wow, that brings me back. Here's one thing I want to say about streaming services here. And that's this. That's this. What was I about to say? You distracted me with Married with Children. What was I about to say? Hang on, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. I'll never... Oh, I remember now. You know what really pisses me off, chat? What really rustles my jimmies? What really whips my cream? You want to know what really pisses me off about these streaming services? Some of these have the audacity. I have to stand up for that. Audacity. To charge and still play commercials on them. They charge you and they still show commercials. That pisses me off. The point of paying for a streaming service was to have no commercials. That was the point of it. Why am I paying if I'm still getting commercials? There are some streaming services that you will pay money for and they still play commercials. What the fuck is that? The point of the premium was so I don't have to watch the commercial before I watch my show. Yeah, DVDs and Blu-rays don't interrupt your movie with ads. That's what I'm saying. They get the ads at the beginning when you're loading your DVD. Some do. Yeah, Hulu does that? Oh, man. That tears my ass asunder. I hate that. I remember I was over at Mama Wolfie's house. We were over there. We were watching Christmas shit together as a family. And they're like, oh yeah. I was like, what streaming services y'all got? And they were like, oh, we got Hulu. And I was like, all right, cool. That's commercial free. And then they were putting on a movie. I forget what it was. Probably Muppet Christmas Carol or some shit. And all of a sudden a commercial plays. I'm like, huh? Didn't y'all say y'all pay for this? And like, yeah, they've been playing commercials. I'm like, no. I nearly yanked that fucking TV out the wall. I was so mad. I was like, oh, hell no, you ain't paying for this. I cannot believe it, chat. Exactly. What's the point? You know what, chat? I'm glad this ain't Chill Tuesday. I've gone beyond the chill at this point. I am no longer chill. This is it's Chill Wendy's. God damn it. But I'm not feeling chill right about now. We got 3 more stories to go. Chat. Calm down. Okay, calm down. Hang on, let me take a sip. Wrath Wednesdays. When the news stories piss me off so much, I have to take Tuesday off. And come back on Wednesday to be mad. Okay, chat. Now, we need to be very careful of how we approach the next thing. Our final news story for the day is the Sonic Crossroads. They put another video out, so let's take a look with our girl and boy, Wave and Jet. Now, chat, before we do that, let's check in on some Let's check in on something adult real quick. Let's take a look on our tax deductions.
If you are a 1099 earner or an independent contractor, then you have one of the greatest.
I actually have a
opportunities to
1099
reduce
chat.
Your taxes. We already know that the tax law heavily favors business owners.
It's
and
true.
The good news is that when you earn 1099 income, the IRS considers you to be self-employed.
And that's the thing, chat. I do actually have a 1099 because of the streaming thing I do. Technically, that's a side hustle, and the IRS does want to know. So I filed that on my tax report. I had a 1099, and
this key characteristic opens the doors for you to take advantage of over 100 tax deductions.
That's a lot of goddamn tax deductions, chat. Imagine what you could do with that.
Taxes. As a licensed CPA, I have helped independent contractors reduce their taxes by thousands at mycpacoach.com.
Now, listen, we're not here for a sponsorship deal, all right?
That grants a 20% deduction for simply.
Now, think of
being
what. Okay, chat. I want you all to think real quick. What could 20% deduction do on your equity? If you have a home loan or a mortgage, chat, remember the QBI. I said the QBI education deduction can be a lot for you. Now let's get back to Sonic. All right, here we go, chat. Here we go.
You're getting caught up in the jet stream.
Yeah, still not doing it.
I'm still not used to
Either
Jet's
get on
voice,
board or
chat.
Get left behind.
No, either pay
What
attention
stage is
or
that?
get left in the dust. The Cross World Grand Prix is almost here. We've got serious intel to go over. We're here to review the racers.
Hang on, chat. Hang on. What is that? What stage is this? Is that? It looks like it. You know what this looks like? It looks like the Maybe my memory's bad, but it looks like the opening stage, the opening cutscene of Sonic and the Secret Rings, where he's standing outside the Golden Palace with purple skies and shit. I can't. Well, if I full screen it, it's not gonna show up properly. This is built for YouTube, but we're not watching this on YouTube because it's for children, and we'll get flagged. It looks like it might be Sonic Secret Rings, but I don't know. I can't really.
Pay attention or get left in the dust.
I don't know what that is.
The World Grand Prix is almost here. We've got serious intel to go over.
Yeah, that was
Here's
definitely a
review the
cyber
racers,
stage.
Multiple tracks and.
You know what?
Cross
You know,
World
one last thing before we continue. I kind of want to do a top 10, top 20, or top 15 like stages I want. Did I do a stage thing for Sonic Crossworlds yet? I did a character list, but I don't know if I did a stage list. Did we do stages too? Did we? We did a stage. Wow, hang on. My memory's bad. Let me look this up real quick. Okay, Sonic Crossworlds stages. Not seeing it on the channel. I don't see it on the channel, chat. I don't know if I actually did that. I think we did, but I don't have it on the channel. It's weird.
Our careers, Jet. We have to know our enemy.
I can handle anyone, anytime.
Oh, yeah? I know you're thinking about Sonic, but what about his sidekick, Tails? He's young, he knows his way around machines, and he is an experienced racer. That said, he's still no match for me. Look, I did the math.
Oh my
He'll
God.
still take the lead if you're not careful.
Okay, chat. That is mad disrespectful. She said in agility, she has him beat 75 to 55. In skill, she's got him beat 65 to 60. And in style, it's off the chart. You can't even see it. Okay, let's be real, though. She does have him beat as far as style goes. That's funny. God damn. What? She has so much beef with Tails for no reason, other than the fact that he's also as intelligent as she is.
Same goes for his buddy, Knuckles the Echidna.
Yeah.
He's got a warrior spirit, and he's not afraid to unleash it on the track.
He'll punch the shit out of you.
Right. He ain't nothing next to my man Storm. Knuckles may be tough, but Storm's a force of nature. See? I did the math.
Where's that picture of Storm stomping on his... Look at Jet in the... Oh my God. This is... This is the kind of shit I love the goddamn Babylon Rogues for. They're so stupidly petty. Jet on a crown of jewels and shit with a little and Storm stomping out Knuckles.
That's not how math works. But for the sake of the team, I'll let it slide this time. Look, the
Wave's voice is
loaded
great.
With wisps and other resources that can give anyone the edge.
Also, they're using the Sonic. Wait, they're using the Sonic Adventure 2 version of Knuckles' theme.
Competition senseless while lapping them.
Ha! Big words, boss. It'll be tough to back them up with Rouge the Bat.
Oh.
She's as cunning as they get.
And
on and off the track.
Very popular.
Relax. She's a government patsy. She's all style and no substance.
She's a spy and an accomplished treasure hunter. She's already beat us out to a number of scores.
Say what now?
She
What?
grabbed the Ocean's Tear, Sapphire, and Adabat.
No, I was gonna...
Snatched up the Royal Soliana Diamond.
What?
I was eyeing that.
And that recently unearthed guiding star of Babylon from out to a number
Okay,
of
you know,
scores.
here's
Say
something
what
I've
now?
always said, chat. Here's something I've always said about this. I wish they would expand the Sonic universe a little bit more and include, like, Knack the Weasel in this, because Knack the Weasel is supposed to be a bounty hunter, too. Like, Rouge is apparently very good at finding them gems, man. I like that. So, hold on. Look at this. She's...
Grabbed the Ocean's Tear, Sapphire, and Adabat.
Look at the damn Wolf chat.
What am I looking at? I'm feeling a throbbing sensation. Hey. Hey. What is this? Hold up. Is this real? What? Wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. She fucking jacked, what's her face's jewels? Okay. Nah, she's good. This character doesn't even know that these characters exist anymore in the timeline. So that was
Adabat.
wow.
No, I was gonna...
Snatched
Rouge
up
remembered
the Royal
06
Soliana
just enough to get that
Diamond.
gem. Those treasured, priceless
And
heirlooms.
that recently unearthed guiding star of Babylon from our ancestors' ruins.
That's it. She's gone too far. We're gonna settle this on the track. Winner take all.
Oh, is she a rival of Jet?
Look at the damn Wolf chat.
What? What did I do? What am I looking at? Yes, you have my attention. What was I looking at? There's no pin link. What? There's a Scourge reference? Where? Who? Scourge? The green guy from Archie that I barely know about?
Oh, I was gonna...
Snatched up the Royal Soliana Diamond.
I was eyeing that.
What's the Scourge
And
reference?
That recently unearthed
drawing?
guiding star of Babylon from our ancestors' ruins.
That's it.
Oh,
That-
hang on. This?
Of nature.
Is that a Scourge reference? So I'm gonna let me go ahead and remind everybody. Scourge, I think, what came after the point in which I stopped reading the Archie comics, so I don't know who or what that character's about, honestly. Are you saying that Jet sitting on the throne is a reference to Scourge? That's a reference to King Scourge. Hang on. Okay, let's see. Every time I look at Scourge, he seems like such an edgelord. Is that the point of this character? Is that what? Oh dear God! I hope I didn't click on anything unsavory. Okay, good. Is this it? Is this what y'all talking about? Every time I see this character, I keep thinking he's like an edgy edgelord Sonic. I am so weirded out by this guy. What is his deal? Everybody loves this guy. I have no idea who he is. And why people like him so much. He's an edgelord, Scourge the edgiest. I can like rub my hand across his hand, like, ooh. Yeah, that's edgy, chat. That's real edgy. Yeah, he's beyond my days of reading that comic, so I sadly don't know who that is. Remember Evil Sonic, Wolfie? You gotta be more specific. Wasn't there a whole universe of Evil Sonics or something like that? I haven't read the Archie comics in a minute, since I was like a kid. You should read Archie Sonic comics. Yeah, I should. I heard they got better later. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
See, I did.
So hold on, let's catch up.
Snatched up the Royal Soliana.
Winner take all.
Here's another thing I'm really curious about is how are they gonna handle the rivalries? Like, because not every character has a rival per se. Like, who's gonna be Cream's rival? Like, who's gonna challenge Cream in the game? I'm trying to think what character could fit that role for her. Like, maybe Tails in a friendly kind of way? Charmy wouldn't be bad. Sage? Yeah, that's what I'm curious about, because apparently Rouge has beef with Jet too, or is that just them showing off different poses? Because I think Rouge should have a rivalry with Knuckles, obviously. Those two have like an eternal rivalry. September 25th, chat. 1 month and 12 days from now. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. It might be a thief thing? Ah. Competing for the gems and jewels. I see, I see. More than likely, yeah? Dewagger, didn't you say you clipped something earlier? You made a clip or a highlight? What was that about? I read that before the stream started. I didn't get a chance to answer though. There was a lot of changes and stuff that happened during the Ian's run of Archie comics. All good. Yeah, because I think Ken Penders was writing around the time I stopped reading. Leave it to Ian to come and fix everything. It's in the reacts room. Okay, hang on a second. Alright. Dewagger posted this up, chat. Hang on, how do I... I'll pull this up on the big screen, but I can't. I can't pull up the Discord on the stream, chat. Did you put it on Twitter, too? Or Blue Sky? Are you able to retweet that? We can take a look at that after our Ninja Gaiden run. Speaking of which, chat, who's ready for some Ninja Gaiden? First time. I've never played Ninja Gaiden on NES before. People are saying it's one of the hardest games ever made. I'm excited. I can't wait. That only means good things for me. I hope it's good. Alright, let's do this. Let me know if y'all can see this. Ooh, that... Hang on, chat. I messed something up. Okay, let me pull this up for the big screen so y'all can see this.